It's only words. What is there in words? How often we hear people use such expressions as these. And how false they are. The truth is, rather, that it is scarcely possible to estimate the power and significance of words. The faculty of language, that is, the power of expression in words, whether spoken or written, is one of the supreme gifts of God the Creator to man, the creature whom He formed in His own image and likeness. It is one most important aspect of the likeness between God and man, which is not shared by any creatures of a lower order. Language sets man apart. You will find that at least 80% of your thinking is done in words. In fact, the more refined and subtle a man's power of reasoning becomes, the more dependent he becomes upon language as the material of reasoning. God Himself teaches on this subject. The two supreme revelations of Himself that God has given to man are the Bible and Jesus Christ. Upon both of these, divine authority has conferred the title, the Word of God. Could anything give to words, as such, a higher importance than this? Words are things. For instance, the utterance of Gabriel to Mary in Luke chapter 1 verse 37 can equally well be translated, "With God, nothing will be impossible," or, "With God, no word will be void of power." We might perhaps express this by saying, every word of God contains in it the power for its own fulfillment. With God, words are things. There is no real distinction between the two. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Genesis chapter 1 verse 3. When God spoke the word, light, the thing, light, came into being. By faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the Word of God. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 3. Words were the only means that God used to create the whole universe. Words are the material out of which the whole universe is constructed. It is not too much to say, therefore, that in committing to man the faculty of speech, God committed to man His own divine, creative power. No wonder that it remains the supreme distinguishing mark between man and the animals. Words from the heart, out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. Matthew chapter 12 verse 34. That is to say, the first and fullest revelation of the contents of a man's heart is given in his words. The heart is the origin and wellspring of a man's whole life. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23. The words are the divinely ordained channel through which that life shall flow and find expression.